All right, it's day 3 of Pintastic. Technically, it would be day 4 because it's after midnight. I am here with the Guns N' Roses tribute band, Welcome to the Jungle, who performed twice here for Pintastic New England. First time we've had a band. How do you think the reception was?
Love it.
Amazing. Absolutely amazing.
The fans were absolutely fantastic. Yeah,
Totally.
Oh, Pintastic.
You gotta coin the term. Yeah, I mean, it's been a while since we've been out, so it feels good to have like a good energy every time we go. So it feels really good.
Now, how long have you been doing the tribute band?
Good question.
So Mike and I, actually Mike came up with this idea 10 years ago, about 10 and a half years ago, to start a tribute band, but actually tribute other bands as well, not just have one particular band to be tributed or be multiple bands. But the first one we started was to tribute Guns N' Roses.
Yeah.
So as we started to, morph this whole thing together, we realized, wow, this is really good. So we kind of never really even branched off to tribute other bands, and we just kind of kept it by accident.
And they just worked.
And we actually started the name of the band as Tribute This because it was like a generic term for anything we made tribute.
Yep.
And then we ended up changing the name in
14
or 15 to Welcome to the Jungle to give it more signature to the
Probably
tribute.
13, 12, right?
I don't even know.
It was only a couple of years.
It had to have been before I was there, because I came in 2014.
Yeah,
so I know it was before that.
So we wanted to give the band more of a signature that we are a tribute band to Guns N' Roses, not just whatever band we're going to tribute.
Now, did you have your band performing other music before you decided to go in this direction?
Well,
were you
we're
already
all in
playing?
other bands
Uh-huh.
and stuff like that. And
So, we're all in different bands. So, but as this went, we were practicing like what? Billy Idol, Guns N' Roses, Def Leppard, and
we're
shit
doing
like
all
that.
kinds of stuff, yeah.
But the Guns N' Roses stuck.
We realized that the Guns N' Roses stuff was like the best versions we were doing.
Yeah, and I think the thing about Guns N' Roses music, it's the most ballsy, it's the most action-packed, and I think that just stuck. It just fit the environment for everything.
And it's a little more sleazy.
Yeah, a little more sleazy.
But, and also the music, that music is timeless because it still resonates into a generation before and a generation after.
Well, it must be timeless because they released the new game, the Guns N' Roses game, the new game designed by one of the band members. That we have some of the well, we have some of the limited editions with the one of the ramps is a set of drumsticks signed by one of the band members who did the design. Did you get it? Did you get a chance to play the game at all? Have you?
We did get a chance. I know it's still over there, so we have a chance. But being as busy as we are, we haven't had a chance.
So you're going to go over there and give it a shot a little bit later?
Oh yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
Now, how often do you guys perform?
Not as much as we'd like to.
About 7, 8 times a year.
Now,
I think primarily that's because we're all in other commitments too, and we,
And our singer lives in Nashville.
so that can be a complicated thing. If you
Axhole Road.
are you strictly New England or do you go beyond?
We do go beyond, but right now we have to kind of stick to New England until
The COVID stuff.
In the grand scheme of things, we are wherever we're had. Wherever you want us, we'll be there.
And has there been demand, especially now that the restrictions have been lifted a bit?
Yes.
Yeah.
a lot of places are like backpedaling to fill venues because everything was on hold, and all of a sudden they just canceled everything so much forward from when they ever thought it would actually end, and then they pushed it back and said, oh, everything's good now. And everyone thought it was going to go for a lot longer, so a lot of venues are backpedaling.
Now, one last question. The fans who come to the shows, now obviously there was this particular niche here, the pinball guys who are here, but have you noticed more enthusiasm post-COVID because people are so anxious to get out again? Or?
100%. Yeah. Every band that I play with, yes, absolutely.
Yeah. People are just itching to get out and have fun because that's what they always did, and then it's like being caged up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like people are restricted from doing things, and the next thing you know.
But realistically, hot chicks, that's what we depend on.
It's really what it takes. I mean, when you're in your house for over a year, you don't see some hot chicks for a year or so. it is what it is.
Right.
Yeah.
But the thing is,
These are hot chicks, man.
But the thing is we're also seeing the generations to either side of when Guns N' Roses came out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you're seeing kids, like kids in here that know the words.
Kids like fucking kids like.
Well,
Brandon, where's Brandon?
I'm as much as a fan of hot chicks as everyone else, but my life would not be worth it given my wife's reaction. Well, thanks very much for your time. I know you've had a very long night, and if people want to
you so
hire
much.
you, if people like you and want to hire you, where should they go online? Where should they find you?
Yeah, Facebook.
Welcome to the Jungle Facebook page. Yeah.
All right, gentlemen, thank you very much for your time, and congratulations on the successful gig tonight.
Thank you.
Still have a good one.